What's good, everybody? It's your boy Salem, and I wanted to drop a different kind of video today. And currently it is 11:44 a.m. on Thursday, and I am at work today, and I just don't feel like going in there today. I have a lot to do with my business right now, and I'm not really feeling it. So I just kind of wanted to share the reality of owning a business while working full time. And people often ask me, why do you still work a full-time job? And the reason is that I'm young, I'm very hungry, and I have my e-commerce business pretty much systemized to where I don't have to do that much. Now, with that being said, it's also two sides of income as well, which is obviously very good. And also, it's good to just have diversification. Me personally, I don't know about you all, but the busier I am, the more I thrive, and the less busier I am, I get kind of lazy and content, right? So like the more I have on my plate, the better. But the biggest thing is that I work in sales, and sales translates to e-commerce, right? Like I'm opening up brand directs right now, reaching out to brands, and having sales skills and being able to talk confidently and, not being scared of getting rejected. That helps me in my everyday life, right? Whether I'm buying a house, whether I'm buying a car, closing a deal at work, talking to a supplier, talking to the manager at Target, right? Like those are all skills that I have learned in the last year and a half that have really, really helped me, right? So that's like the biggest thing. Now, at the end of the day, my workload at work isn't too much to where I'm going to bed at 3 a.m., not sleeping. It's a really well-balanced workload. And it's a great job. So that's kind of my answer to that question. And when you have your business performing consistently, when you get to that level, it really is just going to come down to the amount of capital that you have to spend. Because once you have more suppliers and more brands, right, you have a whole catalog of profitable products that you could choose from, but you might not have all the capital to buy all those products, right? And that's a good problem to have. And that's something that I really didn't realize until, honestly, the last couple months. But it is a good problem to have. And if you want this and this is what you want to do, it takes a while to get to that point. But I just wanted to kind of throw that out there because I get asked a lot. And that is the main reason. I am fortunate enough to be going on vacation with my father tomorrow for a few days. So I am looking very forward to that. But, I just wanted to come on here and say, some days my workflow at my professional job is very busy, and some days my business is not, vice versa. And the reality and the hard part about doing both is that you have to balance both of them out, right? This could often lead to frustration, getting burnt out, being negative, which is something that I personally don't like doing. But, I did want to come on here and share that is the reality of doing both, right? I do not have a family that I go home to at this time. But, I dedicate all my time to my business. I got back going to the gym recently. I just quit smoking cigarettes. My business is growing, right? I'm doing YouTube now, teaching you guys Walmart. And, everything is going very good, and I'm very blessed. But, it just comes to show that this is not an easy journey. I've sacrificed a lot, not only money, time, sleep, relationships, unfortunately. And, at the end of the day, this is what I want, this is what I believe in, and that's what I'm going to do. But there are times where you have to kind of check yourself and, realize how far you've come, first of all, and also where you're headed, right? And I'm a true believer in anything that you set your mind to in this world, you could do, right? So for example, I lost 100 pounds when I was 16 years old, and I helped people in my community, kids that were struggling. I taught them how to diet, how to exercise, all of that stuff. And ever since that point in my life, it's really changed my perception on everything. And, e-commerce for me was the one thing that I found a passion in other than working out. And, once I kind of latched onto that, the opportunities that have arose from that, the people that I have met from doing this, and just everything in general is just not something that I would have thought would be possible, right? So no matter what you're doing, if you're looking to get into e-commerce or you're looking to do a side hustle, it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to think you're going to fail, right? But you know, at the end of the day, if you don't try it, you're gonna regret it, you know, in the future. So I'd rather try something and be like, hey, you know what, it's not for me, than just to not do it. But with that being said, you do also have to give it some time as well. You know, nothing happens overnight. You see all these videos, Lamborghini, stuff like that. That's 100% attainable at any age, any business type. Of course, that's very attainable, right? But to get that in a month or two is just not realistic, right? So just always keep in mind realistic goals. And yeah, that's my advice for the day. I'm going to be dropping a video here next week going over my trip and how much money, how much sales I am generating while I'm not working as much. And I'm going to show my transparent numbers with you all, so that you could see the reality of owning a e-commerce business. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, Salem WFS on Instagram as well. And I appreciate you guys very much. Have a great day and let's get it.